you all. Along the way, we have faced bumps and wrong turns, but eventually arrived at the final destination together. The flat tire you didn't have us scared for, or that test you never prepared for, sorted itself out in the end. Some of us might not know where our final destination will be, and that's okay. Society expects us to have our lives planned out by 18, but in reality, each of us develops at our own pace. What's important is that you put confidence into whatever road you end up turning down. As we prepare to turn down those new roads, we must first acknowledge that the road we've shared is coming to an end. We recognize that there will be no more next weeks, no more exams, and no more school events celebrating your classmates. Instead of saying, see you tomorrow, it will be, I hope to see you again someday. Again, to our parents and family, thank you for the continuous support you have shown every step of the way. It won't be easy for you to let us go, because I know you still see our younger selves as we walk across the stage to receive our diplomas. Just know, the impact you had on your upbringing will never be lost. To our incredible teachers, thank you for your patience through our struggles and the lessons you will carry forward. We have grown together in both knowledge and character. We have shared experiences that will be in memory of our time together as Mosinee students. As you embark on your future endeavors, let it be known the impact you have on others and your community. I hope that all of you continue to better not only yourselves, but also the people around you. Once again, congratulations, my fellow graduates. Let's go out there and make it count.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Please welcome our second class speaker, Riley Schwartz. Her speech is titled, Thanks to the Lovers, the Dreamers, and You.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, friends and family, for attending the class of 2026's graduation ceremony. I can speak on behalf of my classmates, but though you may be a bit bored at times, we appreciate you being here. To my peers who will soon walk across the stage to claim our freedom from the school, we've done it. 4 years of not so smoothly sailing through the curriculum and striving to do the least amount of work possible and still get an A. Years of playing cool math games during class and putting videos on 2X to get through them faster. We played our last games, we danced at our last prom, and performed at our last concert. Through it all, we persevered and finally reached graduation. It really is incredible, the amount of change we've gone through in 4 short years. I want you all to picture something with me. Freshman year, your first day of classes. We were just starting to grow into ourselves, both physically and mentally. We were awkward and a bit intimidated by the new school that was soon to be ours. Attendance started us, football games also didn't help. Then sophomore year, more certain of our place in the school, we started becoming more open to the senior class, made more friends, and found our footing within the school. Junior year was a bit harder. From AP and DC classes being more common in our schedules, taking the ACT, and finally understanding why so many seniors we knew grumbled about the horror of the junior year. We went through a lot, but we came out stronger for it all. Look at us now, senior year. We finally reached the movie climax that so many of us have thought about since watching literally any movie or TV show between high school. Though for a few of us, there were fewer musical numbers than expected. This past year has been nothing short of incredible, hilarious memories and moments to remember. This, of course, referencing the tree stop and Tyler Love's Instagram fan pages created at the beginning of the school year. In all seriousness, every single one of us should be proud of what we've accomplished this year. Graduating from high school, becoming a closer class altogether, overcoming the dreaded senioritis. We've had an incredible last year here, and this moment is the gratification of it all. So we have to cherish it. This moment won't last forever, but it will always be a stark reminder of our accomplishments, and of when our parents cry over us finally being all grown up. Now we have to continue on. We're going out into the real world, a very intimidating place where apparently no mistakes will be tolerated, and you have to succeed at everything all the time. Mindset is not only unrealistic, but also counterproductive. Mistakes, though grueling, are a part of the journey, and perfection does not define success. So embrace the challenges and don't fear failure. Instead, view it as an opportunity to grow and improve. Is that cliche? Maybe, but either way, it does not diminish its truth. What we must do is collectively face this future challenge with bravery, showing mental and moral strength to face danger, fear, or difficulty. Together, let us depart on a journey with twisting turns and opportunities, knowing that we will overcome what we must. And now, to end, let's reminisce one final time over a statement from one of the greats and a childhood hero, Kermit the Frog. Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing, keep pretending. We've done just what we set out to do. Thanks to the lovers, the dreamers, and you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bradley. Next, I'm pleased to introduce to you our Mosinee High School Senior Choir, directed by Mrs. Carla Duell and accompanied by Mrs. Emily Seiler, who will be performing I Can See Clearly Now, arranged by Carla Duell.
The next song will be performed by our Mosinee High School concert choir. They will be singing Where the Light Begins by Susan LaBar. So I'm just going to name that last part was called Going Rogue by Carla Duell. That's not in the program, so just naming that. Thank you, Mrs. Duell and the choir. The next speaker was chosen by our senior class to be their guest speaker and honoree. Please welcome our English teacher, Mrs. Anna Strand, to present her speech titled Folks.
Welcome, parents, relatives, fellow teachers, administrators, and most importantly, welcome to the graduating class of 2026. I am honored to be the selected graduation speaker for your class, so let me begin by thanking all of you and reassuring you that I promised my oral comm class that I will hold true to my 3 to 5 minute time commitment. Carson, to the supple. I've been privileged enough to see all of you grow from monopolizing the 8th grade hallways to continuing to monopolize the hallways in the high school for 4 more years. Knowing how your class has grown and evolved since then has been an absolute pleasure. Frustrating at times, as watching a group of teenagers navigate self-growth and relationships simultaneously is bound to be. But through it all, you made it here today. This is the final opportunity I'll have to address you all. So, folks, listen up. Take a minute to look around the room. The space you're sitting in now is safe, comfortable. You know the faces. You know what to expect from the people sitting around you. As you look at your teachers, the staff, and administration, you know what we expect of you. You've taken the time to learn how to coexist and interact with everyone here. You've learned who you can trust to help you in tough times, who you can turn to for a moment of empathy after a tough loss, who you can vent to when that test was way more difficult than anticipated, the person who will try and joke you out of a stuck mood, the teacher's room that feels like a home away from home, and the person who assures you that no one noticed you trip on stage. As you look to your families, you've learned the same. You know each other's mannerisms, when the best time is to explain that the dent in the car just appeared, where to turn for support, who is waiting for you to bring something home that they can hang on the fridge in celebration, and where to turn for your favorite comfort meal. I don't have sage wisdom to share with all of you today, but I have learned through joyous and difficult life experiences and from watching all of you grow since 8th grade, you never get anywhere alone. So as you continue moving through life, I implore you to find your folks. Take stock of who you are, who deserves to share your time, and who will accept you for all that you are and are growing to be. Find the folks who will challenge your thinking, the people who will bring a new perspective based on their own experiences. Everyone has pieces of themselves to share in each situation. Before you judge, be curious. Listen and gain knowledge about where someone else may be coming from and why. Find the folks who will keep you humble, those who will encourage you to find a different space when you've gained all you could from the space in which you currently reside. Find the folks who will help you embrace the wonder of youth, whether it's building paper airplanes or starting a Moana sing-along. Folks that will remind you of the times you were more carefree, who will remind you that sometimes it's really not that deep. Find folks who provide unconditional support, the people who are there at the drop of a hat to sit with you through the breakup, to cheer you on after earning a promotion, or the ones who are just there on a Tuesday to listen to you vent. Find folks who continue to encourage you to grow in knowledge, empathy, and seek to understand the ever-changing you. As you continue to evolve, you may find that certain folks drift or fade. It's okay to acknowledge that you've both gained what you could, and now you move forward. You'll figure out who will continue their support and encouragement, and you'll meet new folks who will be there for you. You all deserve to have those folks in your life who will allow you to gain all that you can from this life and push you to become the best version of yourself. As you move forward from this place, wherever the next step will take you, find your folks in which to travel the journey with. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're so proud of all you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Strand. So when I reflect on the class of 2026, I think of a class that struck the right balance between being an incredibly tight-knit group of students and being fiercely independent individuals, ready to define their own paths. And I was reminded of a quote, and it's a quote that actually is hanging in my office that was given to me from my dad a couple years ago. And the quote, I think, captures the spirit of the graduates sitting before us today. Emerson says, "Don't go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Class of 2026, at the heart of those words is a challenge to define where your journey will take you. It is a reminder not to live the life others expect of you, nor to strive for someone else's definition of success. For success isn't a predetermined destination, it's the trail you get to blaze when you dare to define your own path. As a class motto, you selected, "Someday we will look back and smile and know it was worth every mile." To make those miles worth it, you must ensure that they are your miles. The right path is definitely not always the easiest one, and it is one defined by 4 key ideas. First, your interests. What gives your days meaning? Second, your strengths. What are those unique talents that you have and you can bring to the table? Your goals. What is the vision you have for your future? And finally, the opportunities, the doors you choose in order to walk through and take advantage of who you want to be. I'm privileged, and you have had the honor to work with the Mosinee High School staff, who has been with you every step of the way to help you define these core beliefs. Be it authentic work, rooted in real world, frank conversations about you meeting your potential, or planning for opportunities to challenge your thinking, the Mosinee High School staff has poured their hearts into the work needed to get you here today. Before we go any further, please join me in a round of applause for our high school staff and their commitment. And their commitment and devotion to helping the class of 2026 walk across the stage of confidence. You haven't just talked about following your own path, you've already started blazing your own trail. You've taken advantage of the opportunities here in Mosinee to leave a trail that has meaning. As a class, you've completed 152 credits through Start College Now and early college credit programs, a clear sign that you are ready for the rigors of a post-secondary life. Sorry, for an applause. Yes, give them an applause. As you see, you've also completed 362 dual credit classes. 51 of you have participated in youth apprenticeships, and on Wednesday nights, we awarded over $150,000 in scholarships. And you've already begun leading the way for new students entering our building. Earlier this winter, we had incoming freshmen hear from several seniors who shared how they took advantage of the opportunities I explained before. I was impressed by how those seniors explained their unique path to high school and how this set them up for success after graduation. And this was about the same time that a group of senior club leaders scheduled a meeting with me. They came to me with a request to wear graduation cords representing the clubs they led. As they spoke, I wasn't just hearing about club experiences, I was hearing about conviction of what they wanted to do once they left us. They shared how these organizations, many led by our high school staff, helped them exhibit their strengths and further define their goals. Their reflection and passion made it clear. The cords are symbols of the trails you've already begun to blaze and the connections you've made along the way. And as Mrs. Strand shared with you, a vital part of this journey is finding your folks. When you walk a path that is authentic to you, you will naturally find others headed in the same direction. It is the people you meet along the way, the mentors, the friends, the colleagues, who will be the reason you do look back and smile. And I wanted to come back to the quote that I shared at the very beginning, because a couple of weeks ago, Mrs. Nichols and I came across the class of 1995 graduation program. This is the year I graduated, okay, so a while ago. And as I went through the graduation program, I had to smile because the motto in the graduation program was, I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path and I will leave a trail. Yes, the very same quote that now hangs in my office. It made me think of my own journey and the one that led me back to Mosinee High School. So don't be surprised if at some point in time, your path eventually brings you back to Mosinee. If it does, we all look forward to seeing how you can make a positive impact in our community, grounded in your strengths and your passions. With this, I'd love to congratulate the class of 2026 and beginning your journey that is uniquely you. At this time, I would like to have Mr. Overspike come up to certify the class.
Good evening. Before I begin the formal part of my remarks, I would first like to thank a group that often does not receive enough recognition at events like this, and that is the band and the choir. Every time I attend a performance, I'm amazed by the level of talent we have in this district when it comes to the fine arts. The talent is a credit not only to our students, but also the outstanding educators who guide and inspire them every day. So please, let's thank them for all they do and give them a round of applause. And now it is my honor to stand before you tonight as you transition into the next phase of your lives. This evening I have the responsibility of certifying your diplomas, but before I officially do so, I'd like to leave you with 4 thoughts to carry forward. First, I'm a firm believer in the power of quotes. One quote that has always stayed with me is an old Indian proverb that states, "When you are born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice." I realize that may seem like an odd and unusual quote to bring up at a graduation ceremony, but to me it captures what it means to live a life without regrets. Graduates, as you move forward in life, I challenge you to take calculated risks, knowing full well there will be times when things did not work out the way you planned. I encourage you to fail forward and learn from every experience, both the successes and the setbacks, because those are often the moments that teach us the most. That is why it is essential to live without regret. Regret keeps us looking backward. Learn from the past, but keep your eyes focused on the future. You cannot change what has already happened, but you can shape what comes next. Second, another one of my favorite quotes comes from President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who said, "There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still." Graduates, let this moment not be the pinnacle of your journey. Continue moving forward, continue striving for growth and improvement in your lives. Remember, success does not simply follow you, it is a byproduct of hard work, perseverance, and a commitment to do your best every single day. And third, over the past week, tonight, and the days ahead, many people will congratulate you on your graduation. That congratulations is well deserved. But I also challenge you to take time to thank those who helped you get there. Whether it be your parents, family members, teachers, classmates, support staff, lunch workers, bus drivers, coaches, or countless others. Many people have played a role in helping you reach this milestone. Take a moment to acknowledge their impact and express your gratitude for their support. And finally, once you have settled into your communities, I encourage you to give back. It is part of your responsibility to continue the legacy of those who came before you. You can do this in many ways, through your time, your talents, and your resources. So many people have invested in creating opportunities for you through your childhood. In time, it will become your turn to carry on the tradition for the generations that follow. And now, as superintendent of the Mosinee School District, I hereby certify that those seated before you have met the requirements set forth by the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction and the Mosinee School District to be a bearer of a diploma from Mosinee High School. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Doverspike. The class has chosen our school counselors, Mrs. Struble and Mrs. Goodman, to announce our graduates, as well as senior class advisors, Mrs. Schwartz and Mrs. Koski, to hand out the flowers if they could come forward at this time. At this time, I invite the first row to please stand and come to the stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Tyler Bars. Cameron Basil. Brooklyn Dillenbeck. Taylin Jersley. Briley Kaiser. Nicole Rust. Tree Stoffel. Claudia Zacharias. Emily Verhassel. Kyle Barr. Aubrey Brzezinski. Isaac Lewins. Briley Schwartz. Sebastian Anderson. Bailey Anderson. Benjamin Sackman. Carson Balgord. Nathan Barber. Jada Barrett. Maya Barrett. Ryan Bittner. Brady Black. Matthew Blumel. Austin Bowman. Alexia Borsinko. Mason Bowling. Adrian Brennick. Michaela Burns. Ava Bussey. Addison Mutala. Hayden Campbell. Damon Canales. Dane Seiler. Lauren Kresge. Bryson Savikis. Rylan Dawkins. Xander Deininger. David DeLeon. Kaylee Dog. Kinley Dowell. Dakota Duberstein. Nora Dykehouse. Caroline Ike. Brock Erickson. Kenley Erickson. Carter Fondre. Olivia Fisher.
Colton Felstead. Isaiah Flynn. Anna Gannon.
Garcia. Julia Beer. Logan Droshek. Nathaniel Hartenstein. Braden Cohen. Mason Hoffman. Jesse Hogan. Stephen Hotchkiss. Tavia Ingram. Oliver Jansen. Alicia Yawahova. Bailey Jones. Eliza Judd.
Evan Kars. Caitlin Passat. Mackenzie Cabillas. Nathaniel Conner. Caitlin Kalaji. Keiston Kazitsky. Nathaniel Fretwell. Ryan Fretwell. Jessica Kuzmarsik. Caitlin Kuzmarsik. Olivia Kurzweil. William Laporte. Cody Layden. Spencer Lemke. Ashton Ling. Elena Lund. Owen Lynch. Mitchell Nitley. Jaden Michael. Garrison Miller. Kyle Miller. Mason Murdo. Martina Mullins. Noah Munt. Isabel Lahuda. Jace Lahuda. Mackenzie Oatman. Dakota Olson. Lily Park. Raymond Person. Marquis
Marquise Kayaseki. Aowen Pins. Casey Poleta.
Jevin Redmond. Ashton Reedy. Isabella Ryan. Cooper Rick. Autumn Marie Riedner. Michael Rogers Barron. Catherine Salver. Kelly Saputo. Raymond Shopper. Seth Shessel. Jared Seeger. Jordan Sickler. Brooklyn Simonis.
Kyle Simonis. Charlotte Cerny. Ruby Slobicki. Emmett Kolinsky. Sean Sawatsky. Alexander Stepke. Grace Struble. Aaliyah Swanson. Kylie Swanson. Allie Theo. Ethan Taboya. Holly Treba. Colton Van Aert. Gabrielle Breland. Stephen Walters. Kennedy Wanish.
Miley Ware Steve. Dave Weiler. Natasha Wisniewski. Alana Wolfram. Ella Wolfsliebo. Aiden Yurkowski. Tyler Zagata. Riley Zogata. Bianca Nixon. Lincoln McKay. Amelia Sturka.
our high school band will perform Halcyon Hearts, composed by Taj Copley. At this time, I would like to invite our next and last speaker to the stage, Colton Banners, to present his speech titled One True Sentence.
All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. Ernest Hemingway. Dear class of 2026, if you ask anyone else in my class who they thought would be a speaker today, with us all finally draped in purple, chances are they would say my name. Class president, student senate president. I performed on Mosinee stage countless times. I was heavily involved with homecoming and other spirit events in this school. I spoke several times to middle schoolers, freshmen, and parents about what high school means and how to make the most of your time. I have poured more hours than I can count into this idea of the high school experience. So, why? Why is it that when I open up a doc, title it Graduation Speech, and put my cursor to the page, nothing happens? It's not like there isn't anything to write about. I remember days in the elementary school playground, trying and sometimes failing to cross the monkey bars. I can recall the first time we moved outside of our core classes in 5th grade to take classes with the rest of the kids. All the glossy eyes darting around, looking for something familiar in a new situation. I think back to the countless days we stood in lines outside as recess aides told us how loud we were. I remember 8th grade, speaking to you all on why I should be your president, and signing an egg afterwards. I vividly remember the Rose Bowl parade with all the bright, flashing colors, cheering people, and how heavy our arms felt after 6 miles of marching at a snail's pace. On Wisconsin rang in my head for weeks afterward. I could talk about that one bus ride home from a football game where a guy ran at us rambling that he was a pirate. You know what I'm talking about. I can even write about the lightsaber battle Colin and I had during this year's homecoming challenge show. In reality, what's catching me isn't the subject matter. It's the nature of the speech. In the midst of trying to write a nostalgic graduation speech, we get caught up in mushy semantics and cliched phrases about being here together, forever in spirit, forever together in friendship. Yet, every time I hear that kind of speech, a nostalgic spell breaks for me. Yes, we who have gathered here today have passed the benchmark to graduate from Mosinee High School. Yet, after today, this may be the last time many of us see each other again. I cannot leave this podium having said words that don't matter. I want my words to mark the transition onto the next chapter in a way that feels true to me, true to us. A script has dictated our time throughout our 12 years in school. It started the day we walked in as kindergartners, the kids we sat with at lunch, the groups of friends we made on the playground, the stuttered words in our first presentations, the clubs we joined, the sports we played, the jobs we eventually had, the rumors, the friendships, the rivalries. It's all written down in an internal log of how we identified ourselves as students. Today, there's a shift. After today, we step into a world that never stops changing. After today, we are given a diploma, a handshake, and 2 words. Good luck. The old script that used to keep us safe in its little box won't work anymore. So, it's time to take that script that dictated our characters and flip it. Today, we gain full agency over our stories. We finally get to use every lesson from the past 12 years in this institution. The conversations at our first lunch tables. The confidence we built after countless presentations. The clubs we left, the sports we quit, the jobs we got fired from. Each line in the script that used to contain us here at MHS now has something new to say. The respect we built, the responsibilities of the future now entrusted to us, the personal definition of success each of us have quietly written for ourselves. The idea of Mosinee Pride was never just a slogan. It was a symbol of the support, prayers, hopes, and the love that this small town has given us. A great person is not made by just themselves and their achievements. It is the cumulative efforts of their family, community, teachers, mentors, and friends that support a person in being great. A great person is made of the faith, prayers, hopes, and dreams of their villages and in their worlds. I say this with the utmost respect for this upbringing. The town and the people who poured into us have guided us to become people I am excited and proud to be standing in front of today. Let me give you a glimpse of myself. If you asked the boy who would cry during 4th grade recess because he got out in kickball what he wanted to be, he would have told you nothing. If you told the boy who made little Lego animations in his room that he would be the class president, he would laugh and walk away back to his books. If you told the boy who could once barely write a page that his words today would be spoken in front of hundreds, he simply wouldn't believe you. Yet my time here in Mosinee has seen me turn into a man, or at least part of the way there. To whoever is in this room, I hope you take away one thing today. The footprint you leave behind is not carved out of the actions you do easily. It is created out of many moments you deny yourselves and your lazy intuitions to instead do more. Commit to serving your world, and you will find that your world will follow you. Class of 2026. Our script is now blank. Start writing your next chapter with something true to you. Sincerely yours, Colton Banner.
Great job, Colton. Thank you. I'm Kurt Vanderhoevel. I'm the Associate Principal here at Mosinee. At this time, seniors, I'd like to invite you to stand. Percussion. Could I get a drum roll, please? You can now flip your tassels to the left side. Family and friends, it's my distinct pleasure to present the class of 2026